Welcome to Can TV 21 Hotline. Let's talk etiquette. Yes. Wow, I'm back again with you. My name is Nathan Wright, and I'm the Executive Director of the Etiquette Foundation of Illinois, the organization of organizations. And please do not hesitate to contact us. Become a member, and we are going to make a tremendous difference in this world, not just in Chicago or in the state of Illinois, but all over this world. And that's what's needed, that's what's missing. Etiquette is the key to changing the entire world. And we would be such a much more positive, productive people with etiquette. Yes. Call me. If you have time, please pick up the phone. Call me at 312-738-1060. And I am in the Christmas spirit today. And we're very close to that wonderful day, and it's right around the corner. So this is our last show before Christmas. But of course, we will be with you once more after Christmas. But I want you to have a wonderful, safe holiday this year, 2018. Please enjoy yourself. Be careful out there. Now, what are we going to talk about today? Yes. It's going to be a very, very interesting subject. Because this thing called etiquette is such an impactful, such a intellectual subject, such a critical thinking subject. And we want you to have all of those skills, those social skills that you can present to the world. You can make a part of yours. You can own and claim them. This thing called etiquette. But let me put up the subject for today so that you will be able to be a part of what this conversation is all going to be about. Incorporating the social and moral values of etiquette. I'm just so touched by that subject, incorporating the social and moral values of etiquette. How do you do that? That's what we're going to discuss today with you. How do you incorporate those skills, those values within your own behavior? And it really starts at the root of who you are. The person that you are now can easily be another person tomorrow. And I think if you begin to think about using manners, using politeness, using courtesies, you will begin to see the power you have by presenting yourself with these kinds of values. And they are fun values, they're interesting values, they are values that you can use almost in every encounter that you have in life and that you will have as you go about your day, each and every day. So these values are there for you to use. And so if you think about it as a way of incorporating a value system into who you are and how those values can enhance who you are, and make the world a better place, make the world a happier place, you will then see the beauty of it, the grace of it, the joy of it. All of those things will just manifest right before you when you use these simple values. And watch how people respond to you and relate to you. When you say, "Hello, how are you, ma'am?" She could be a total stranger. You don't even have to know the person to be able to say that to a person. And it only takes a moment. And they will say, "Oh, I am doing fine. How are you, sir?" And you say, "I am doing fine. And just wanted to speak to you, and I'd like to wish you a wonderful, wonderful day." She'll respond, she'll return those kinds of sentiments to you. It will make you feel a whole lot better. And that's what etiquette is. It's about enhancing your emotional state, your intellectual state, your philosophical state. Etiquette can do that for you. And you can pass it to someone else and uplift their spirit. And you'll be surprised how they're then in turn move along and give it to someone else. Because they enjoy just having that a little amount of tension. And that's what life is. We are human beings and we are one family. And we want to be a part of everybody's life in some form or some fashion. And the opportunities when you encounter, when you pass someone, they may be going into the gas station to get some gas, and you notice a lady or even a gentleman that's right behind you. You stop and hold the door open, even if it's for a man. Hold the door for him. And what would he say? 9 times out of 10, he would say, "Thank you, sir. Thank you very much." That's what you can do with etiquette. That's the power you have to get a positive response from someone. And what is wrong with that? Isn't that a good thing? Do that not help us be a better people? So this is the power of etiquette. And you can incorporate that into your daily discourse. And I guarantee the little time that you will take to do these little sentimental, interesting courtesies, you will see how it all comes back. And you will feel better as a person. And I guarantee you, if you have stress problems, depression problems, whatever problems you may have emotionally, if you incorporate etiquette into it, your spirit will be uplifted. You will feel better about yourself because you are giving something to someone that you don't have to. And it doesn't cost you anything to give that to them. Perhaps a few minutes, a few seconds, or whatever. But the thing of it is that you have the opportunity to be a great person, a wonderful person, a person that everyone will look up to for your politeness, your manners. They'll say, "That gentleman has such wonderful manners. He says such things that just makes me feel so much better." And if you can do that just with half of the people you encounter, you will see a difference in this society. And especially among our young people, they need us so badly. They need an example, a role model of what to do and how to do it. And you can be that role model for them by doing it and then encouraging them to do it. And especially those in your family. This is what our mentoring program is all about. Teaching our mentors how to mentor their mentees and teach them these values. You'd be amazed at how much impact a young person can have on their fellow teenagers or young people by demonstrating that they have manners. They can have a profound impact on their own peers, let alone you and I, the elders, the olders in the community, because we are impressed. When I have a young man smile and say, "Hello, sir, how are you?" I'm impressed, and I just love to hear it. This is some child I'd never met before, never seen in my life, and someone taught him about the value of etiquette. And that's what we should be about in this society. And the Etiquette Foundation of Illinois is all about that. And it's well worth your time and energy to incorporate those social and moral values in your personality, in your ethics, and in who you are as a human being. What a wonderful opportunity to do good in the world. What a wonderful opportunity to say something kind to someone. These are the opportunities that are there for us and for you. And so this is what we stand for at the Etiquette Foundation of Illinois, and we would like for you to join in this energy, this dynamic energy that we call etiquette. You can do it. You can be a part of this. You don't need a real education. You can just follow the basic rules. Or if you need a book to kind of get a sense of its philosophy, its value system, there are wonderful books on the markets you can buy. But it's basic and it's simple. It's about your humanity. It's about you. That's what this is all about, you. And if you want you to play a part, to be a part, to represent something of true value to your fellow human beings, this is one of the ways to do it. And so we're encouraging you out there, all of those who are viewing us today or this evening, and all of those who may hear us through some audio outlet, please, this is the key to changing the society we live in today. And we as individuals can do it as a collective. And so teach your young people, teach your children. In my day, I was taught to be polite and respectful, and it was like you had to be polite and had to be respectful because your parents would not allow you to represent them in any other way. You represented your parents, and they require you to represent them in the best possible way. They didn't want to be embarrassed by you being impolite or discourteous or anything of that nature, because that was a reflection on them, the family. You are a member of your family, and you have to should represent your family, your mother, your father, your brothers, and your sisters by having good behavior, and you can easily do it. So encourage, if you're 15, 14, 12, encourage your little brothers and sisters. If they're not getting that training in your household, then you step up to 15-year-old and you teach them about good manners. If you understand and value this, then teach it to them. Allow them to be a part of this grand journey of life in relationships with the world and with everybody on the planet. They have that opportunity with etiquette. Let me put this back up again so you can read it and be involved with what we're at today with this subject. Incorporating the social and moral values of etiquette into your purpose as a human being. Your purpose. My purpose, your purpose. We have a purpose. We should have one. If we don't have a purpose, then what are we doing? Why are we here? We're in the way. You have to have a purpose, and that purpose have to be willing to give. Yes, I said willing, freely give. And I'm not talking about Christmas gifts. I'm not talking about any of that. I'm talking about giving a part of you, your humanity. Give something to another person, and you can give that to them with just a simple courtesy. It may be something to a lady. Oh, ma'am, your ensemble is just stunning. What a great combination of colors. She's going to think totally different of you when you talk to her or say something like that to her. She's going to respond to that because you're flattering her. That's what you're doing. You're flattering her. And women and men too love to be flattered. I have a call. Caller? Hello?
Right? Yes, Mr. Wright, how you doing?
Steve, how are you, sir? Merry Christmas to you.
I was not going to let you go past me today.
Come on with it, Steve. I've been waiting on you to call me. We were talking about you before the show. I was hoping that you called.
Well, I was.
I was hoping so.
It was a reason why I listened to you, because what you're just saying, incorporating moral and values, mine would be the past to the present. See, I'm being honest with myself. I came through a wonderful family. I mean, wonderful. I mean, everything that a person could imagine, but yet and still I wasn't right. I was self-centered. I was more about just me. Everything that I wanted, seemed like when I was a youngster, was all about me. Did not care anything about anyone. But as time grows on, you change your lifestyle. You change your mannerism. You change the way you live. You even change the way you sleep. So the thing is, incorporating, you have to be honest with yourself. You have to be very honest about you. Just like you're saying good morning. Do you really mean good morning? You look nice. Is that what you're saying, that that person really look nice? Or do you have other goals in your mind to try to do something how can I put it? Not right. It's a purpose, a reason why you're saying it. Not a good purpose, but a bad person. You have to learn to respect yourself first, then learn to respect other people. Again, the most wonderful thing that in my life that I met people such as you in my life, it make you reflect back from then till now. People need to learn. That's the problem now. People don't know how to be honest with themselves. They don't know how to respect people. They don't know how to respect themselves. And sooner or later, before you leave God's green earth, you have to say something like, let me change. Let me try something else. Again, it's a wonderful day to be on God's green earth and living right. You help us reinforce what we think we're doing, and we listen to you, and we find out it's right. You know what? Maybe you don't get a lot of callers because a lot of people don't want to change. A lot of people, what you're saying, don't want to hear because they know it's right, but they don't care. They don't care now. But sooner, one day in their life, they will. They go say, I remember I looked at this show one time, and this man said such and such. Well, the same thing in your life. You remember sometime in the past someone said something to you, and you said, let me try this. So if anyone is listening, be honest with yourself, incorporate the past into the present, and start listening. Start trying something different. Good morning. How you doing? May I help you? You look very nice today. Things of that nature. It don't have to have a purpose, but it's making, when you do start doing things of that nature, you start putting enrichment in your own body, in your own mind, and it makes you feel better. It's just like somebody doing something for other people, you sleep better. When you don't do the wrong and do all that thing, how can you sleep and you live with yourself? So again,
I agree.
It takes two kinds to make the world. But the thing is, you got to change. You can't stay stagnant. You got to learn to grow. You got to learn to, don't just eat hot dogs. You can't eat hot dogs all your life. And then you got to try hamburger. Or you got to try something, anything. But you just can't stay stagnant on one thing. Mr. Wright, let me tell you something. I don't care what people say. I don't even care what people say. I know how I feel today. I know that things that I hear people saying, I still hear negative, but my life has brought people more positive. And then that past will come back to haunt you. Self-centeredness is the worst thing in the world because you're not the only person on God's green earth. There's other people besides you. So you have to learn to give back and share. Listen, I think you're one heck of a good guy.
Thank you.
Like I tell you many times, God got something for you when that time comes. You don't have to worry about it. And again, for all the people that wants to just give us yourself a chance, just try. Listen to this man. That's all you have to do. It don't hurt to just listen and then be honest with yourself. I don't want Hog to show up. But
you
again,
can talk
listen,
to you.
Mr.
You're welcome
Wright,
here.
You are one heck of a good man.
So are you,
a
Steve.
Good person, and more important, you're a good human being.
Thank you.
I want to wish you and your family the most wonderful, safe holiday. Merry Christmas to you,
Thank you, Steve.
And a happy holiday. And don't worry, I'll be here with you again when you're back on.
Yes, Steve.
Listen, thanks for taking the call.
Absolutely.
Let me get out there and hear your response.
Thank you. And I, too, wish you and your family a wonderful, safe holiday as well. And we do need you here. We appreciate your calls. And please keep continuing to call. What you have to say is profound. And it just simply validates what I'm saying. And your point is an excellent point about negativism, about selfishness. And yes, as children, we have a tendency of being selfish with our toys and with that which we call our own, and we haven't learned how to share. And I mostly would say the parents should take note of that and try to work with that child to see if they can help that child understand it is more important to share than it is to be selfish and hold things and hog things to yourself. And with the adults who, you made a great point about adults who say kind things with negative motives. Those that you and I encounter, if I encounter someone for the first time and just passing, if I say hello to them, it's nothing to be gained for me personally other than to say I took note of this person and I honored this person by speaking to them. And there's no negative part of that motivation. But you are right. And some people, and you know those who do say things for to be polite or flatter someone or say something that they think the person may like to hear for some negative personal reason. And those people usually are found out in a very short period of time because it's not consistent in their behavior and in what they say. So we see them, we encounter them all the time. They come with flattery, and it's all about some narrow-minded, negative kind of objective. And we eventually, you and I, Steve, we can see through it, and we know they're not genuine. And this is why manners and morals play a critical part of that balancing system that you should advocate. Because if you're a moral person, that means you're not going to be trying to use etiquette to convince somebody that you're somebody you're not. Okay? Because ultimately you can't follow through. You don't have the consistency to follow through. And that person will eventually see that you were just a put on and that you're not real, you're not genuine. And they will move away from you because now you can't be trusted. What comes out of your mouth is not reliable. So you are what you speak, and you know that, Steve, like I do. And if you are flawed in that approach, it's going to be easily seen by whomever is around you and can make judgments about you. But see, those are two great points that are so important. And when we see it in our children, we see it in our adults, you know that they're just a fake and a phony and a put on. And it's not a problem for you because you know exactly how to deal with that individual. You, of course, be polite to them always. And you have an opportunity to talk about that very subject that you just raised there, about phony people and about people who use etiquette to flatter someone who are not sincere, not genuine. So thank you for pointing that out. I may not have gotten to the subject to that level, so that's why I do appreciate you, Steve, for calling, because you point out things that I may very well overlook. And thank you so much for that. And I'm totally in agreement. And I'm glad you brought that to the show this evening so that other people can see that there's a dimension in people's behavior and personalities that are not genuine. They're phonies, they're fakes, and eventually you will see through that fake person and you will know exactly how to deal with them when they say something to you, because you know you can't trust what they say. And once you lose trust in what you say, who are you? See? So that's what etiquette really is also, the moral part of etiquette, the ethics, part of etiquette. It's about you having the opportunity to be sincere and genuinely sincere. Whenever you say something, you want to say it because you believe it. If I say something to a lady that compliments her, it's because I do believe it. I believe it, and I think that I should say it because I believe it. So it's an honest assessment of that person, and I say it because I want to say something that will be a compliment to that person. And for all the effort and time and energy they put into trying to be presentable in society, trying to say something special about themselves, I feel a desire and a need to recognize that in that person. So thank you again, Steve. You're just a gem, and I appreciate you. Okay, we're getting close to closing out the show, and I want to get this last line in before it's all said and done so that I can say I got it all covered real quickly. The transformative powers of etiquette within each caring and compassionate human being. That's what it is, the transformative powers of etiquette within each caring and compassionate human being. This is what it really does for to you and for you. And so let me put up our information, so if you care to contact us, you're welcome to do so before we close out today's show. And let me put that up over here. And here we are. We're at 312-473-2942. Do not hesitate to call. If you don't get an answer, please leave us a message. You can always reach us at our web page and our email page at info@efoi.org. You can visit us on our web page at www.efoi.org. Well, I'm going to conclude with all of that. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you again, Steve. And we will see you one more time after Christmas, I believe. So join us at that time. Again, my name is Nathan Wright, and I'm the Executive Director of the Etiquette Foundation of Illinois. And thank you, thank you, thank you.